Okay, one of the things about Microsoft Project is you don't have to use just what they tell you to use. You can customize this thing a bit. Okay, now we can actually customize the application. Some things we want to learn how to do is manage the options of the different applications we can have, right? So we can make it feel the way we want it to feel. We can create a custom template. We've been using this Build with Heart residential. That's just a template. It's just available. But we can make our own template. Say we're building, I don't know, birdhouses or something. You can make a template that tells us exactly what we have to do for a birdhouse. So every time we build a birdhouse, we can use that same template. Okay. Share resources. So let's say I'm making birdhouses in 20 different places. Now you got a certain resource that has to share amongst those 20 places. I can do that, right? And not only can I just make it just 20 little plans, project plans, I can link these together and make one big project plan. Okay, this is where we left the Woods file from the last lesson. Okay, we're going to change some of the options here, the project options. So I need to get to the backstage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here and click on File. And this is the backstage right here. And you can click on Info and you can see what we get. It tells us everything we know about this particular project we're working on, the Maya Woods 3-bedroom home. Now let's click on Options. Okay, this is the general project options. Under here, I can look at screen tips, the default view, how I want the date formatted, my username, my initials, the office theme. This is just basically what you want in the background or whatever. What the start screen displays when the application opens. So yeah, just go ahead and play with this. Just click on the different options and see how it changes our project. And we can change our display options, right? And again, we got the calendar type. We got the currency. You know, what kind of money are we spending? Are we spending pounds? Are we spending dollars? How the indicators are displayed, and which elements appear in the user interface. Again, just click on these, see what happens. Project schedule options. There's a lot going on in this dialog box now. Make sure you scroll down and see all the different options. This is just the top part. You're going to have to scroll down a bit. But here we can say we can specify what's the first day of the week for you. Is it Monday or is it Sunday? What's your fiscal year? What time do you normally start and end your day? How many hours per day do you work, or in a week? How many days in a month do you count? How do you display your assignments, right? Remember we did that earlier. Do you automatically or do you manually want to schedule your task? If you do want to automatically schedule it, when do you want to do it? By this project start date or by the calendar date? And we can use what kind of units? We can use anywhere from minutes up to months, right? And default task type. I remember we talked about that in an earlier lesson. We can do it here also, right? What alerts and suggestions do you display? And then it's got some calculation options that we can do. Again, that's further down. Make sure you scroll all the way down. Again, play with this a bit and see what happens. There's the proofing options, right? You got autocorrect options. It saves me a lot of embarrassment. You got spell check. In which fields you want to spell check. Sometimes you don't want to spell that, especially use a lot of abbreviations. But you can set that here in the proofing options. Go ahead and, again, try it out, see what happens. Okay, this is the save option. We can select the default type. We can save it as a version that we have or earlier versions sometimes. Uh, and then we can also save it as a template. Where the files are saved, I got a special folder that says Microsoft Project class. Autosave options. Yeah, you probably want that. If you don't check autosave, what will happen is if you close your program, you don't save it, you lose everything. Well, this is our language option. What Project will do is automatically detect what language you're using in all your other Microsoft products and match that. Our other option is English. Okay, so another big dialog box, the project advanced options. So what happens when you open project? You can specify that here. Planning wizard options. uh, what do you want project to do for us, right? And it actually can detect when we're doing something silly and tell us about it, give us some advice. You can specify your rates for resources and tasks. You can edit some different options. You got some abbreviation for time units. Say I don't like using H for hours. I want to use HR. I can do that. Options for linking projects. Earned value settings, right? We talked about that. And we got some advanced calculations. Go ahead and again, just give this thing a test drive and see what happens. Okay, we're going to work with this tab in the activity, but we can customize our options, right? We can add new tabs and groups. We can add items from the left column to the right column. We can remove items that we don't want in our different tabs. We can move them up or down, and we can reset the customizations. But basically, we're going to do this in activities. Very easy to work with. We'll give it a test drive in the activity. That quick access toolbar is that one up at the top of our project. So if you click on this thing, we can say, what do we want up there? And you can see, if you look at save, undo, redo, quick print, print preview. If you look at the top of your project, see if you can find out where these are. We can change wherever you want. You can do it up there, or you can do it in this this dialog box. Go ahead and give it a test drive again, and let's move on to the activity. Okay, let's make a customized tab here, right? I think in the book it says do it on the left. Well, that's a pro feature, but we can still do a customized tab in the standard. So I'm going to come up here. I'm going to go to File, click on that. Oops. Come down here to Options, and you get this pops up. Let's do a customized ribbon. This is the ribbon up here we're talking about. Customized ribbon. And I want to insert a new tab. And I want 100% complete in there. I want the entire project in there. And I want project information in that tab. Those are the big three I'm going to work. And I would like to rename this thing, right? So I'm just going to rename it. I'm going to call this My Tab. Okay, there's My Tab. Click OK. Click OK again. And there it is, right? And if I click on this tab now, there are the three things I put in there. That's my new group. By group they mean what this is my new group. It's under My Tab. That's all there is to it.